In the last video we were working on a pad and I achieved this with 2 layers so far. We just had a simple saw wave, but we're using an LFO to really wobble the pitch up and down to give it a really kind of out of tune sound. A little bit of instability, and we also did this ARP thing where we used an arpeggiator with a random and a G major harmonic scale, so it will only ever play notes within the G scale, and then that's just using also a couple of LFOs over here to change the rate in a very random fashion of the arpeggiator. And of course I threw reverbs on everything, which will probably tone down a bit because I want to work on a bit more sound design type stuff today rather than this kind of trickery, wizardry. So let's go back to the main pad here and we'll solo that. Let's bring the frequency up, and I'm going to bring the reverb down. We'll just bring the dry wet down so I can work on some design stuff here. So obviously we're working with a wavetable synthesizer and it would be cool to morph this. Now I think I'll use an envelope and an LFO and then maybe an envelope on the LFO amount. So what we can do is we can have the wavetable morphing. I'm having some issues with my GUI at the moment. It doesn't seem to be updating. What if I turn this off and on? Close it down, open it up. Can we make it big? There we go. Yeah, so we'll make it nice and big for this example. So let's just go ahead and apply an envelope to this wavetable position slider for now. We'll use envelope number 2 because envelope number 1 is on the amp. So over on our matrix here, we have the OSC1 position and we will apply envelope 2 to that. Envelope 2, let's give it quite a lot of attack because we're going to be doing a massive chord here. The idea is to have a big evolving chord, a big open chord. So you can see that this is moving. Let's bring it all the way down to the lowest value, which is assigned. So not going to be too interesting to start with. And that's over 9.3 seconds. Now let's go ahead and also apply LFO1 to the OSC1 position. And let's apply envelope 3 to LFO1's amount. So we were kind of using this for the pitch stuff, but now we're using this, it doesn't matter. So here's the LFO1 amount. Let's apply envelope 3 to that. So now if I put this, we'll use a saw down. Yeah, we'll use that shape. We'll see what happens. I'll bring the rate up as well. Let's have a look. Let's bring the amount right down. Oh, and we also need to change LFO3 to have the same style of openness, so 9.35. What if we go in the opposite here, because it'll start pulling it down instead of up? That's not what I wanted. We want LFO1 amount to go down. Now let's keep it going up, but we will have LFO1 coming down like this on the OSC position. Now it would be nice to change this rate as well. So we've run out of envelopes, so let's go ahead and apply LFO2 to the rate of this LFO1. Like so. We'll make this super slow. We'll do it in bars. So let's just say 8 bars. That's cool. Let's make sure that we have maybe another 9 seconds for the decay. And I'll just remove the curve. I want it to be quite linear. So yeah, that looks good. And let's change the wavetable. This is quite a boring wavetable. Well, you know, it's a handy one, but it's not too good. We'll go for collection. Well, no, I'll dig into those wavetables over here, which I like. So we'll just morph through these. That looks a lot more interesting. Sounding kind of good. Let's surf these a bit more. Nope. I'm looking for something that's quite smooth and flowing. That could be good. Let's go ahead and widen this a lot. We'll use position spread because I don't really want it to have any kind of detune value because this is doing the detuning. A little bit less depth in the LFO. Now I think we can bring the reverb back in. I would like some noise in this, so I'm actually going to do a whole new layer in the instrument rack for the noise because the wavetable noise is going to be looped noise and I want some nice raw noise. So let's call this noise. What am I going to do with this noise? Let's go ahead and change this operator to noise white. Turn off the filter. Before we get started, let's just put an auto pan. No, we use a phaser flanger because we've got all those advanced LFO options here. We'll just go 2 notches and we'll have the center move around. We'll do 8 bars so it's going at the same rate as that LFO, and we'll do sine wave and we'll put the phasing up to 180. Let's see what happens there. It's going to be quite loud, I think, so we'll bring it down. I'm just going to play some different chords over the G. What's happening with this noise? Oh, I haven't changed the oscillator. It was playing a sine. Okay. Let's put the filter on. We'll make it a bandpass. We'll make the LFO, change it, and we'll put the LFO in sync mode, and we'll also go for 4 bars is the max here, but that's cool. Let's see what happens here. Bring the amount up. This is going to subtract a notch to give it a little bit of a interesting tone. Sounds like the beach. Let's have a listen with this one. So it's still very loud. a little bit of noise. Let's also bring on this ARP now and see how that sounds. So this ARP definitely needs a bit of work, and I think I'll tackle that in the next video. Let's just turn down the reverbs. We could almost play with the amp envelope on this. Bit of attack. Okay, I'll see you on the next one.